Spring has sprung, and so is the renovation of the first floor of the Connolly Library. Hello, I'm Justin Gick.
And I'm Callie Montana. The Sixers may not have made history on the court, but they sure did with their coaching staff. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Dave Roberts had the chance to sit down with two filmmakers that won a jury award at Campus Movie Fest for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
On Thursday, April 4th, the Connolly Library officially reopened the first floor after an extensive renovation process. President Hanich and members of the university were on hand to cut the ribbon to make the opening official. The newly renovated first floor features learning pods, classrooms, meeting rooms, and plenty of modern seating. The renovation was partially funded by a $1 million redevelopment assistance capital program grant from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. LaSalle's plans to update the basement of the library over the summer. The library wants to reassure students that the second and third levels still have shelves stocked with books. When students showed up to take a look at the new learning commons, they expressed how they felt.
I think that the renovations look good.
I actually really like it because now there's more pods and more space for like study groups and things like that.
The amount of space in here compared to before renovations is incredible.
I think they've done a beautiful job. I think the students are going to really enjoy it. They're already enjoying it, which is good, and I think they've been waiting to enjoy it.
So Justin, I'm going to give you the play-by-play when I first walked into the new beautiful library. So I walked in and I was like, because I'm just so upset. Like, I won't be able to use it as much. It's so beautiful. Gosh, why is this happening now? But no, honestly, the facility is updated, look very nice, clean and chic.
It is.
Gotta love it. All right, but LaSalle recently announced tryouts to become the school's mascot, the Explorer, for the upcoming year. Being the Explorer requires a student to attend sporting matches, open houses, and other guest events in full costume, ready to be friendly and take pictures. And in order to entice students to become the mascot, they are offering free school books, early registration for students, early access to giveaways, and pay for appearances. If you think you have what it takes and want to try out, email Amelia Peterson at peterson@lasalle.edu. I would definitely be a mascot for the day.
No, that's not my thing.
Really, just for a day. It might sound really weird, but I always wanted to like try out and be a mascot just to annoy people for one day.
And you don't have to talk, so that's...
Exactly. It works out.
Well, the 4th annual Multicultural Block Party will be held on the Union Patio next Thursday, April 25th. The event is held on the Union Patio and is a great way to celebrate a successful 2018-19 school year. The event will have food, music, and much more to help students relax and let loose before preparing for finals. The event is sponsored by the National Association of Black Accountants Incorporated and will happen rain or shine from 4 to 6 o'clock. The rain location is the Union Lobby. We hope to see you there.
And explorers came together and picked up their pens and paper to write thank you cards to honor local military veterans. The event was hosted by the Commuter Connectors to show how thankful the LaSalle community is for our veterans. Between students and faculty, more than 100 cards were personalized and completed. Each card will go to a military veteran at Vets at the Northeast Philadelphia Vet Center.
Students dressed to impress at the 10th annual Campus Movie Fest premiere. Backstage Pass producers Sean Kelly and Jerry Tripodi got the exclusive look from the red carpet. Check it out.
Hey, I'm Sean.
I'm Jerry.
And we're here at Campus Movie Fest 2019 here at the Tom Goal Arena, Trumark Financial Center. It's 10th anniversary. Wow. We're going to be here talking all night to many filmmakers and actors and actresses who made their films in 1 week. So I'm here with Campus Movie Fest host Dave Roberts. Dave, this is your first time hosting Campus Movie Fest. How does it feel?
You know, it's realistic.
Are you excited to see all the upcoming movies that are going to be shown?
I am. You know, I'm a moviegoer. I like watching movies, so, you know, I'm excited to watch, you know, all my companions put up movies this year.
Matt, can you tell us what movie you made?
Why, yes, I can. So I made SGA Insurgents. It's a movie trailer that's kind of like a parody of like all those epic, like Dark Knight. I looked up a bunch of like Wes Anderson, those kind of movies, and it's kind of raunchy, it's kind of intense, but it's a good time. I worked a lot, like so much effort went into it.
Can you guys tell us what we should expect tonight? Well, this is all new to me too. This is the first time I've done Campus Movie Fest, so, I'm pretty excited to see what happens.
Can you describe to us what Operation Olney is about?
Well, in the recent months, LaSalle's had a little bit of issues in the streets, and I know a bunch of my friends got robbed at, not at gunpoint, but, at knife point, and their houses were broken into and everything. And I kind of wanted to make a little parody film, a little bit of satirical film, making fun of LaSalle's, the way that they handled it. And so basically I had LaSalle hire 2 former Spec Ops officers to come and patrol the grounds. And they were like, oh, we're not going to have any problem with this because we've been on the streets of Chicago and New York City and everything. And basically it's all about them taking it so seriously that they can't see anything else, the crime in the background. So,
Helen, can you tell us what your movie is about?
Sure. So our movie's called Seat Wars, and it's about what happens when you sit in someone's seat on the first day of class. And it's a comedy. It's really fun. So I hope everyone likes it.
That sounds good. Can you run us through the filmmaking process?
It's kind of just Steve, Isaiah, and I in the comm center for 7 hours on a Saturday, and it was kind of just whatever ideas we came up with. We kind of had a concept and just sort of ran with it.
Well, sounds very dedicated, and I hope we get to see you up there tonight.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up Campus Movie Fest 2019.
Can't wait to see what 2020 has in store for us. See you next time.
And during the Campus Movie Fest premiere, 16 films were shown and 4 movies received jury awards. Those 4 movies then are able to go on to Atlanta and get theirs shown to a larger audience. Dave Roberts sat down with jury award winners Steven Silvestro and Isaiah Clark to learn more. Check it out.
You guys won, or one of the winners of Campus Movie Fest. How did it feel, first of all?
It felt really good. I didn't expect the movie to come out as well as it did. And, the experience of coming up on the stage in front of, the whole crowd, it wasn't frightening until you turn around and see the spotlight, but it was definitely fun for me.
Yeah, this is my second time winning, but, first time I actually got to go on stage. Last year there was an incident and we ended up defaulting win. But, I'll accept it, but when you went up there, could not see anybody in the crowd. Just hoped I was looking at someone.
So your movie is called Seat Wars. Can you guys give me a little background of what's it about and how you guys came up with the idea?
So our third partner in this, Helen Stars, actually came up with the concept because somebody stole her seat in a class. So the concept is I came in and I sat down the first day of class in a college classroom. You don't have assigned seats, but everybody knows the rule is that's my seat.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he goes and steals my seat and tries to say it's his seat now.
Well, I didn't know it was his seat. It's the plot of the movie. It's that I didn't know it was my seat because I wasn't there the first day.
But
so
it was my seat.
I didn't know that, so it was my seat now.
I think that is really relatable in the fact that there is no assigned seats in college, and after so many classes, you just get comfortable, and one day, boom, someone takes your seat, and then it gets really uncomfortable. So, when I saw it, I was really just, it hit home because I had many mistakes like that in the last 4 years that I've been here. But your third partner, like you said, Helen Stars, she actually does make a cameo appearance at the end. Was that her idea, or did she? Because I know she doesn't like to be on camera as much.
The hotly contested ending.
Yeah, the three of us she came up with the concept, but the rest of it was just the three of us just kind of working together that day, trying to create up different ideas with a dodgeball and a frisbee. But the ending, we had a few different endings. I don't remember who came up with that ending, but once we all thought of it, we were that's probably our best one, except somebody was arguing what we should have done when we found out she was in the seat.
Yeah, I definitely felt we should have been more aggressive with Helen because we just fought all semester for the seat and we're just going to give it up. No.
I say that is something to fight for. You got to fight for your rights. Campus Movie Fest is something that's been here for a while. I think it was our 10-year anniversary. So, just to be a part of something like that, including winning in this 10th year and getting a chance to go to Atlanta, how does that make you guys feel? I know you said you won last year and you got the chance to go down, but how does it feel that you get to go down to Atlanta and get to experience Campus Movie Fest as a whole, as in the terminus and all the festival stuff that's going to be there?
Yeah, when we started, I didn't expect the project to get anything I didn't expect it to be even shown. Then it was shown, then we won. It's really exciting. It's a new experience for me. I've never gone that far down in the country. I I'm just glad that I had the experience. I'm glad that I worked with Steve and Helen to make this project that we're all happy with. It's really fun. It was really fun experience to work on it in general, and hopefully it'll be fun in Atlanta as well.
Yeah, I really got to thank Isaiah and Helen joining my team. Like last year, I won with this guy. He quit on me this year. Oh wait, that was you. You were the one that quit on me. So I had to go, and I had to go to my Sportsline co-producers because like Sportsline for life. Me, Helen, and Isaiah went and created a great movie.
I think that's a perfect fit. Honestly, I know that's a perfect ending to to most of our years. There's one thing that that you notice in this movie. I think when you watch it, it's just the fact that it's not only a comedy, but it's slapstick comedy. It's real. It's physical comedy, and I feel like that's a dying art in just the comedy world itself. It's not just words. It's also someone getting hit with a pillow. There's a Nerf gun in there for a second where someone gets shot with a Nerf gun. So you guys talk about just using this type of art as a way to show this film, I guess, or this idea.
Well, I'm a big fan of slapstick comedy. Like all of those falls, like they were my idea, and like once Isaiah and Helen saw that I could fall real well, we did it like 30 times that day of just how many times could I fall onto the ground. And then Isaiah like kind of tried. That's why he got a Nerf gun. I'm
not as good at falling as Steve. For the film, I don't think it would have worked any other way except for slapstick. I mean, you had 5 minutes. I don't think you could, we aren't comedy writers, so I mean, I don't think we have gotten really good jokes that weren't like slapstick. So I think that's the only way it would have worked, and I think it came out well with the type of comedy that we went with.
Last question: when you watch the movie, you don't really have human extras. You have stuffed animals. I just want to know what got you that point where you're like, all right, we don't need humans. We can just use these props that can just get by.
Our answer is going to be that we really thought that through, but the actual underlying answer was all of the people that we asked to be extras said no, and then we came in and we were just like, Professor Tanya has a bunch of stuff in the studio. We're going to take it all.
Yeah, not thought out at all. It was, you showed up with no one with us except us three. Like, oh, look, we got stuffed animals, so here we go.
Had to get the stars in there because Helen stars 2 R's.
2 R's.
So you needed 2 stars.
So that makes sense to me, honestly. I don't see it going any way. Well, congratulations, guys. Hope you guys enjoy Atlanta. Hope that, the people enjoy it as much as we did here. And, just hope you get to go again, Isaiah, Steve. Hope you get to go again, too.
Thanks.
One more time. And I'm going to take it back to the desk.
All right, well, congrats to our fellow Sportsline producers. They did a fantastic job. But I give them a lot of credit because, at least for me, I know I'm not creative like that and cannot put something together.
Yeah, me as well. But,
I mean, and all the movies, were pretty good this year. So congratulations to all of you guys. Even if you didn't win an award, it's okay. We all lose at sometimes. But anyway, it's time for our first break. But stay tuned because a chapter is coming to a close for the oldest indie bookstore. Now the question is, when will the store shut its doors and what can customers expect? That's coming up next.
Kind of lost to an egg. An egg? An egg. How does a general lose to an egg? The internet's to an egg.
There is a show for that. It's called Backstage Pass.
You see the new library plan?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, doing stuff in the library. Oh.
In the library?
Yeah.
The new library. There is a show for that called LTV News, where the action never stops.
I wonder how the basketball team.
There is a show for that called Sportsline.
So are you a Carson Wentz or Nick Foles guy?
More of a Nate Sudfeld.
Oh, really? Interesting. Wonder where we can hear about Philly sports.
There's a show for that called Sports Talk Philadelphia.
You like Family Feud? Yeah. You like all shows like that?
Yeah.
I wonder if LaSalle has a show like that. That'd be kind of cool.
There is a show for that called Q&A.
I really wish that we could just display our talents.
Yeah, me too. There is a show for that called Explorers Got Talent.
All this and more on LaSalle TV.
Oh my God, I swear, these sports show hosts just get dumber and dumber as time goes on. I can't believe people are actually paid money, real money, more than what I make at my job to say this stupid stuff. I can't believe this crap. Oh my gosh. I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. This is just, how can they even...
Hey, what you doing?
This stupid sports show. These people have no idea how the game of basketball is played. Not at all.
Hey, you're not you when you don't watch LaSalle TV. Here, let me show you.
Have much more left, but the only reason why for everyone else it's a one-year rent. Talk Philadelphia here on the South TV. I'm your host, all that much more.
Feel better now?
Better.
You're not you when you're not watching LaSalle TV. To stay up to date, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Welcome back to LTV News. One of the Philadelphia's best-loved bookstores will be shutting its doors in just a few weeks. Penn Book Center announced that it will be closing its store in University City at the end of May. The store shared that news from online retailers had made it impossible to keep the store running. Penn Book Center has been in operation since 1962 and often hosted events for the local writers and nonprofits. The store has said that it will continue to host events until it closes and will begin running sales on books at the end of April.
The Historical Society of Pennsylvania announced that it will be laying off 30% of their staff. The organization hopes that by eliminating these jobs, that they would be able to recover financially as well as focus on its role as a library and archive. The Historical Society has been seeking an educational institution to partner with for years. Early interest from the University of Pennsylvania fell through, but over the last year, the society has been discussing affiliation with Drexel. Drexel is uncertain of their commitment to their project. However, after looking into the organization's financial records, the society's operating budget is about $3 million. Through the shortfall is at $400,000 for this fiscal year. The society's board released a statement saying, quote, regardless of talk with Drexel, we need to put more emphasis on the core mission of the institution rather than trying to find a partner.
And after years of the average age member of a city council member being 58, Catherine Gilmore Richardson could be the first millennial elected into Philadelphia City Council. After announcing that she would be running for a seat, Richardson was surprised at how many people told her she was too young and she would wait her turn, but that isn't stopping Richardson. She feels ready for the position now. There has never been a member of the City Council younger than 45, and Richardson could possibly break this at only 35 years of age. Philadelphia is full of younger generation individuals who are waiting their great chance.
The Sixers made history in their franchise by hiring Lindsey Harding, their first female coach. Harding is the 7th female coach that has been hired in the history of the league. Becky Hammon was the first woman to be named a full-time assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs back in 2014. Harding was hired last summer as just a scout for the Sixers, but Sixers general manager Elton Brand quickly realized that her basketball knowledge is through the roof. He has also stated that he wouldn't be surprised if Harding is a head coach for a collegiate or NBA team later in her career. Well,
this is great. Women taking power.
Exactly.
That is what we like.
Definitely a historical moment for the Sixers.
Yeah, and it is. And I really like that, you know, we get our first woman in there. I can't wait to see what she does. And the Sixers as a whole, we're looking forward to it.
Yes.
So it should be fun. All right. So what do you think? Let's go off of this. How do you think she'll end up doing?
I think she'll be pretty well. Like as articles that I've read, she's already doing like a pretty good job coaching.
Yeah, and you know what? I think for her it might be hard in the beginning, you know, to get things all set, get, you know, ready for this new position. But I think eventually she'll be able to pull it off. She'll get more comfortable. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we're excited for you. But after this last break, Heinz is hatching a new product just in time for Easter. What could it be? We'll have the details for you when we come back.
is learning how to code or make video games and websites.
Not only can you post videos online, you can make your own.
It's learning about leadership.
In the beginning of the month, the Defense Department announced that they were awarding over $900 million in contracts to begin the construction of President Trump's border wall. Of that, $789 million was given to SLS, a Texas-based contracting company who will begin construction in Santa Teresa, New Mexico. A second $187 million contract was given to Bernard Construction, a Montana-based company who will work in Yuma, Arizona. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers awarded these contracts, and the completion for the projects are set for October of 2020. The plan for the border wall is to install 46 miles of wall in El Paso and 11 miles at Yuma.
And London has recently implemented the world's first low pollution zone. The area is known as the ultra low emission zone, and within this zone, any vehicle that does not pass strict emissions regulation will be charged a fine. The ULEZ covers many of London's most well-known areas, including Buckingham Palace, St. Paul's Cathedral, and the House of Parliament. According to a press release from the Office of the Mayor, the zone is aiming to reduce air pollution and protect the health of London. Many legislators will be looking to this ULEZ to see how it would operate in their cities.
An Indiana school has found a better use for their food waste. The Elkhart School District has partnered with a nonprofit organization called Cultivate to supply students with extra meals from the wasted food they typically have on a normal school day. They are taking the unserved prepared food from cafeterias, breakfast, and lunches, combined with other foods to create individual frozen meals for students in need. These 20 students will receive a backpack of 8 individual frozen meals every Friday through the end of the school year. Cultivate has also partnered with catering companies and other large food service businesses to help expand the program for students to come.
All right, guys, listen to this. A study conducted by researchers at the University of Chicago has found that dog owners are happier than cat owners, obviously. But anyway, the breakdown of the report finds that 36% of dog owners reported being very happy, while only 18% of cat owners had the same response. Those who own both dogs and cats fell somewhere in between those results. The survey also found that marriage and home ownership are tied to the kind of pet you have, revealing that dog owners were more likely to get married and own a home, which are both factors that link to life satisfaction. Well, I could have told you that, folks. I mean, I know I have a dog and they make my life
Yeah,
very
I used to have
happy.
a dog too, and I love dogs. They're just, you know, really good friends.
They are. All right, but
All
let's
right.
transition to hashtag what is trending, my
Well.
friends. That is up next. Oh, I'm
wait a
just
minute.
kidding. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't
Well,
know what I'm doing.
Just
Sorry.
over the river, the Cherry Hill Police Department has been using technology to its advantage to keep the community safe. I had the chance to investigate some more. Take a look.
We're constantly trying to be on the forefront of different advances in technology and new things that come out.
This is how Chief Monahan of the Cherry Hill Police describes the department's motive to stay ahead.
Are you both needed there?
From in-car cameras to license plate readers to dispatch, these are some of the tools that the police department used to protect the community. The department also has infrared devices, which Sergeant Campana describes.
Issues that we have are, forward-looking infrared, finding missing persons, anybody concealing themselves, and a whole host of other, databases.
Perhaps one of the most important technology devices used at the department are body cameras.
All of our officers wear body cameras when they're out patrolling. We've had them for almost 5 years now. They're worn on the officer's person, and they record every encounter that they have with citizens. We follow the AG guidelines as well as our own policy as to when they're turned off for certain privacy issues, but majority of the calls the officers have them on.
Chief Monahan wants residents of Cherry Hill to know this about the officers watching over their community.
That we're vigilant and we're constantly out there, that we need their help as much as they feel they need our help and want our help. If they see something, they need to say something. Don't be afraid to contact us, to call us. They're never bothering us.
Reporting in Cherry Hill, Justin Gick, LaSalle TV News.
All right, guys, now it's time. We're hashtag what's trending. That's what we're going to. So let's see what we got up first.
All right, well, forget mayo, Chup. This Easter, a new condiment could be gracing your dinner table. Heinz has announced a new partnership with the Cadbury Candy Company to produce a cream egg flavored mayo. The company recommends using the spread on sweet treats like waffles and cupcakes, but many are skeptical about this interesting flavor combination. Heinz is only providing customers with the opportunity to try the new creation at pop-up tastings in London for now. But there is a possibility that this unique condiment will be reaching a store shelf near you soon.
All right, guys, we're actually going to go on to our next trend because listen to this, guys. A man enjoyed the flight of a lifetime when he boarded a Boeing airplane, a plane that normally seats close to 200 people, to find out that he was the only passenger on board. He had the whole plane to himself except for the 2 pilots and 5 crew members, and the travel agency commented the plane had been chartered to fly a group home from Italy. Attempting to avoid flying back to Italy with an empty plane, the agency only sold one-way tickets, and he is the only one who bought one. His selfie from an empty airplane has now gone viral, and he has said that it is, quote, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, that definitely is a one-time experience, but we got to wrap it up.
Right, well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page. But until next time, for Justin, Dave, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.